Okay, so funny thing about this luteal phase one video, it is all up in that luteal energy. This is third time's a charm. I have tried to record this video now 3 times, and I really like this practice, and I really want to share it with you. So hopefully, all of the tech bugs have been worked out. Hope my own internal bugs have been worked out. And welcome. Welcome to luteal phase one. This practice actually really could be done like throughout your whole luteal phase and really anytime that you feel you need it. But I specifically kind of created this practice for this phase because it really is like a grounding practice, and it also really gets your mind, gets yourself out of your mind and into focus. So kind of labeling this or calling this practice the power of threes, because most of these poses we will hold for 3 breaths, and just having that focus of like, okay, I'm gonna put into this pose, breathe 3 times. I think you're gonna find a really grounded with. So, yeah, like always, I don't want to waste too much time. Welcome down. Oh, introductions. My name is Kate Frauchi. I am a cyclic living guide. I am a movement educator. I am an author, and I am sharing with you a 5-part series of movement and breath to move you through each phase of your cycle. Down below in the comments is links to the webpage that tells you more about my book and journal, Cycle Freedom, tells you more about the magic of being able to tap into this womb wisdom, whether you actually have a physical womb or not. It is there for you to tap into. So, oh yes, and move safely in your body, right? We always want to move safely in our body. So if there's anything that you're like, oh, I'm not so sure about this, modify it in a way that it works for you. Also, even if you just sit here and breathe with this video, you will benefit. So just move for where you are at right now, and then follow my guidance second, okay? One second. Got this wonderful little fireplace heater over there. Adds a little extra too much noise, so I just shut that off. So welcome to practice today. I got everything adjusted. We'll get music going here, and we're gonna start in tabletop position. So hands and knees. I'll start the music. I'll meet you there. Awesome. Okay, so here you are in your tabletop position. This is closest, this is my right side over here, if that makes any difference. We always do both sides, so if you just follow my voice instead of really trying to watch, you'll be okay. So, shoulders underneath, shoulders over the wrists, knees underneath the hips, tops of the feet rested in the mat, toes and knees pointed towards the back of the mat. Spine is aligned so that you're gazing at a spot kind of down in between the hands there. And we'll go ahead again and just start with cat-cows. As you exhale, you'll let your belly drop and the crown and the tailbone draw towards each other, gazing up gently, not cranking the neck. As you exhale, you'll round the back. Again, inhale and exhale. Cat-cows and child's pose to kind of get into this here. So this is our little integration period at the beginning of practice, or integration in like a full yoga practice. This is your opportunity to kind of release awareness of the outside world and allow yourself to turn inwards. Especially during that luteal phase, you you really want to take some time to turn inwards, because there's a lot of wisdom in this last week or so before the bleed, but it comes out learning how to decode that, getting to know yourself better can be helped through your yoga practice. Sinking now to child's pose. You can take your knees as wide as your mat, your big toes to touch, sinking onto your bumsy. There's lots of modifications that you can do for this to make it more comfortable. Walking the hands forward. You could always put a blanket underneath the ankles. You could put a blanket between the thighs and the calves. You could have a block under your head. Inhales and exhales coming into your space, coming into your practice, honoring the magic and the mystery of life, honoring the space of creation. Feel yourself soften with each exhale. Good. Slowly rising up and finding your way to down dog. So tucking the toes under, gently raising the hips towards the sky. Hands are planted, fingertips are spread wide. Feet are grounded and rooted. Heels are drawing to the earth and heels don't touch. Head relaxes in between the shoulders, and here we go with our 3 breath cycles. Inhale, big and full through the nose. Exhale out of the nose. 2. And 3. All right, so from your down dog here, we're going to do a little bit of, we're going to raise the toes, raise the heels. So you'll inhale, you'll raise the heels. You'll exhale, bring the heels down. Keep the hips high and the arms engaged. As you inhale again, then you'll lower the shins parallel to the earth, peeling the heels off of the ground, and then back to down dog. So again, just give yourself some grace. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, lower. Inhale, shins parallel to the earth as the heels lift. Exhale, back to down dog. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, shins parallel to the earth. Exhale, back to down dog. Good work. Walking your hands towards your feet in any way that works for you, coming into a standing forward fold. Through the nose, out through the nose. Second breath, third breath. Inhale, there's your third. Perfect. Interlocking the elbows, kind of grabbing opposite elbows. Ragdoll, 3 breaths. Root into the feet. Let the legs be relaxed. Good. Go ahead and release on the final third. Arms around to kind of rest on the back, palms facing towards you. Interlock the fingers and then straighten the arms so that they can not hang, but open up and send the hands up towards the sky. There's just a lot of opening there. It feels really good. 2 more breaths. Good. Exhale, releases the hands down. 3 breaths. Some of your exhales can come out of the mouth, but we should primarily be breathing in and out of the nose. Okay, so let's root to rise 3 times, pushing down through the feet, bending the knees, tailbone points down, rise on up. Inhale with that, rise, exhale back to forward fold. And again, start all over, pushing down through the feet as you inhale, root to rise, 2nd time. Exhale, last time, pushing down through the feet, looking forward, protecting all of the sweet spaces in our body. And exhale back to your forward fold, planting the fingertips, stepping the right foot back for tucking the back toes under, aligning the knee and the ankle. Toe is pointing forward. My chest is resting on my thighs. So I'm pushing down into that lunge, opening up through the hips, really pushing into the ball of that foot, using the fingertips to support me. 2 more. You're doing great. Exhale, lower that back right knee and untuck the toes. And then you'll kind of use your toes to shimmy your foot forward and peel the toes up towards the sky, stretching that calf. Notice how I'm kind of keeping my hips high instead of sinking back. And what I'm doing is I'm folding. So you want to fold over just to the point where you can feel a stretch, but you're not creating any tension or danger in the body. 2 more breaths. Good. All right, so you'll let that front foot kind of draw back and draw the sole of the foot to the earth. You're in that 90-degree angle, so you're going to tuck that back toe under and straighten the right leg. You can straighten both legs as you turn the right toes out. 90-degree angle. Heel in the front is in line with the arch of the back foot. Left hand comes to the inside of the left foot. This is really sometimes where people need a block. So I encourage you, if this seems really difficult, to get a block, or you can put your hand on your foot. Go ahead and inhale, reaching the right arm up. Really trying to find that foundation in the feet. Breathing for 2 more. Good. As you lower down, bring the right hand down. Frame the feet with your hands. Turn your back toes in. Send your left foot back for a plank pose. As you plank, 3 breaths. Let those shoulders melt down the back. Squeeze the core and the glutes. 1 more breath. You can have your knees on the earth if you need to. And then go ahead, lower down, keeping the elbows tucked in, finding whatever back bend, maybe it's up dog, maybe it's cobra. Exhaling, lowering down, and returning to down dog. How we doing? Check it in. This round, I'm going to call poses and do breath. Not so many modifications. So 3 breaths here. Through that whole vinyasa again, moving through the lifting of the toes. Ready? Inhale, lift the heels up. Exhale, lower the heels. Inhale, shins parallel to the earth. Exhale, back to down dog. Again, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, shins parallel to the earth. Exhale, down dog. 1 more time. Inhale, lift those heels. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale. Fabulous. Walking the hands towards the feet for that standing forward fold. Oh, let that head relax. Breathing big through the nose. Good. One more breath, letting the head hang. Interlocking the elbows, ragdoll, 3 breaths. Big, slow, unhurried breaths. Good. Exhale, release ragdoll. Reach behind the back, interlock the fingers, send the arms straight up towards the sky. 3 breaths. Wonderful. Release on the exhale. Root to rise. Push down through the feet. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, back to forward fold. Again, pushing down through the feet. Nice and easy, slow flow of breath and body. Last time, inhaling, reaching all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Perfect. This time stepping that left foot back into that lunge, tucking the toe under, finding the toe forward and knee aligned. Yeah. Feeling the difference maybe on each side. Maybe there's a little tightness on this side that wasn't on the other side. Love it. Embrace it with your breath. One more breath. Great. Go ahead and bring that knee and the back down. That left knee comes down, the toe untucks, sending that heel forward as you peel up your toes, stretching the calf. 3 breaths. You're doing great. All right, so slide that heel back so you can rest the foot. Tuck that back toe under, straighten both those legs as you turn that back toe out. Right hand comes to the inside of the right foot or on the right foot, finding that triangle. Here, I'll turn sideways so you can see what that looks like. There. That better? So there's your triangle. Breathing 3 times. Maybe smiling, gazing up at the hand. Bring that left hand now down to the earth. Plant your hands on either side of the foot. Toe turns in, right foot slides back. Plank pose. 3 breaths. Good. Exhale, lower down. Vinyasa through, untucking the toes, finding your back bend. Ooh, yeah. And then lowering down, finding your way back to down dog. As you find that down dog then, 3 breaths. And coming back down to tabletop. Good work. So now we're on the floor for the rest of our practice. Finding those cat-cows. That probably felt really natural to just roll right into cat-cows. So there's your second round. All right. Finish this round. Find your way to child's pose. So big toes touch, sinking back to the heels, and relaxing. 3 breath cycles. Good. So after your third breath cycle, slowly rise up from child's pose, finding your way back to tabletop. We're headed for bird dog. So rooting into your foundation, sending the right leg long, parallel to the earth, checking to see if you started to lean, come back to center. Imagine headlights on both of your hip bones and they're aiming towards the earth, pushing down into all the foundational pieces that are holding you, and then sending that left arm long. For 3 breaths now, really engage through the core, send energy out the fingertips and the toes. Good. On the third exhale, come on back. Find your way to child's pose, 3 breath cycles. Feel the softening with each exhale. Ooh, yeah. Coming on up to tabletop position again, doing bird dog on the other side. So finding your way into your solid foundation, sending that left leg long this time, and again, just finding that alignment. Your hip headlights are shining towards the earth. Your fingertips and your palms are all taking up space, supporting you. Once you feel stable, then raise that right arm parallel to the ear, kind of in line with the ear, palm facing in. And again, for 3 breaths, engage the core and send energy out the fingertips and out the toes. Good. Third exhale, bring it on back. Knees wide, sinking back into child's pose again. This time as you sink into child's pose, I just really want to invite you to feel the softening and the settling each breath can bring. When you tune into that awareness, you can feel it through the whole body. Sweet. Moving on to camel pose now. You can just kind of come to stand on your knees. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what I'm doing here. For camel pose, if you have some really bad lower back issues, just don't do this. You can move on to bridge or windshield wipers or go back to child's pose. Also, if you can't touch your heels with your toes untucked, you can tuck your toes, okay? Just a couple of safety issues there that I'm always really adamant about sharing. Core is engaged to help protect the lower back. Inhale, reach the arms up. This is a beautiful opening for that womb space, that sacral chakra. As you reach the arms up, relax the shoulders down and start to lean back a little bit, and then bring that right hand down behind you to rest on that ankle or that heel. As you gaze up, you can bring a bigger arch if you'd like. When you take your breath cycle, you'll switch arms. So we're doing half camel because I feel like it's a softer, gentler opening. As you inhale, bring the left hand back and the right hand forward. Kind of helps keep you stable. And again, breathe. One more time. Inhale, lift up. Opposite arm goes back. Good. Now if you want to bring yourself into a full camel, once you feel like you got it, go ahead. If you want to keep alternating, go ahead. Inhaling, reach both arms up one at a time. Untuck the toes. And as you move back to child's pose, again, slow, slow, slow. Nice counter pose for camel. Oh yeah, can you feel that in your body? Because I can feel it in mine. Inhale and exhale 3 times in your child's pose. Good. Coming even closer to the earth now, rolling over onto your back. We'll be going supine now. In your supine position, you want to be, we're headed towards bridge. So your feet are hip width distance apart, heels in line with the toes, in line with the front of the mat and the hips. Walking the shoulders under, and then pushing down through the feet to lift the hips up towards the sky. Squeeze the glutes together. Interlock the hands and let the arms go straight. Push into the earth. So you can see. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Don't let the knees fall open. You can even put a block in between there if you need to. Good. Yeah. Release the fingertips, hands out to the sides, lowering the bumsy down. Readjusting onto the earth. Good. All right, so take the feet as wide as the mat now and get a little space in between the heels and the bum. Arms are wide, upper body's planted. Exhale, let the knees fall to the right. Pause here, 3 breath cycles. Fabulous. Inhaling to center. Exhaling, letting the knees fall to the other side. You can always put, again, there's always opportunities to explore with your props and your tools. So if there's a space, you're going to try this next time with my block, do it. It's all about figuring out what your practice looks like. Thank you for allowing me into your space today to help guide you. Inhale, lifting the knees up to center, hugging the knees into the chest. For our last pose today, we are headed towards Supta Baddha Konasana, so reclined butterfly pose. Bring the feet down to the earth, soles of the feet together as the knees fall open wide, and really find a space that feels comfortable. We're going to breathe, remembering that 3-part breath that we've been kind of practicing throughout the whole series here. If you have no idea about the whole series, check it out. I'm sure there'll be a card at the end of this video. You can click on the introduction and figure out all of this goodness you just stumbled upon. Relaxing yourself into Supta. And speaking of goodness that you stumbled upon, really bring your breath inwards. In the chaos of the luteal phase, in the intense emotions, in the preparation for release, let us drop into some spaces that feel good. Dropping into this space here, this quiet and still space. Maybe taking yourself to a beautiful meadow. Grass is whispering. The sun is beaming. Maybe you take yourself to a little warm, cozy cottage in the woods. Eaves hangs coated with glittering snow. Fire burning bright and warm in the hearth. Take a few inhales and exhales to go home. That home within. The womb is not a place to store fear or pain. The womb is a place to create and give birth to life. The womb is not a place to store fear or pain. The womb is a place to create and give birth to life. The womb is not a place to store fear or pain. The womb is a place to create and give birth to life. Fire for desire, air to inspire, water as healer, earth as church, spirit as guide. It is with great gratitude that we receive the abundance and the magic and the mystery of our womb space. We honor and value this really beautiful divine piece of us that lies within. Sending the legs long, still breathing full, reaching the arms up overhead, pointing them, flexing the toes. Stay here by all means. If you want to, stay in the Shavasana longer. Totally, totally cool. If you're ready to come out, roll onto that right side and come into this space of acknowledgement. These last 2 videos are a little bit longer because during that luteal phase, I really need to take a little bit more time to tap in and listen. Receive the wisdom and the messages that come through the emotions that seem to make us feel crazy. Not crazy. Those emotions are messengers. Taking the space and the time to tap into all of the layers of your being, just like you did in this practice, helps. Brings ease to our practice of life. Acknowledge yourself for showing up and being here. That's a big deal. You took the time. You stuck through it. You got all the way to the end. Go ahead and sit up with a big smile. And we'll end our practice inhaling, reaching up. Palms meet. And you guessed it, it's the power of 3s. Again, inhaling, reaching up. Last time. May we be safe and protected. May we be healthy and nourished. May we love and be loved. And may we truly be happy. May your practices bring you peace. May you share this peace with the world. Namaste. Okay. Yeah. By now you should be feeling pretty good. And I didn't mention this at the beginning of class, but I think at the end of class is perfect too, as you head off back into the day-to-day and all of the things. Judgment is drama. Worrying is drama. Hurrying is drama. So go forth in that essence of joy, free of drama, free of the necessity or the feeling that we can control anything outside of ourselves. Because when it gets to this phase, sometimes it's just like, and then we remember, and then we come home, we come back to the breath, back to the practice, back to center. So thanks for hanging out with me today. Thanks for taking time for yourself. When you take time for yourself to do these types of things, it makes the whole world better. So, and today's music, as I wrap up here, of course, is by our favorite DJ. Everything, like I said, in each of the videos is linked below. Music, extra playlists, things that I like to play during those cycle phases, the website, the book, all of the goodness. So, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This project is now complete, and it was my honor to be able to move through this lunar cycle. This is what's really cool, is that I have created and crafted this YouTube journey through the phase, through all of my lunar cycle. And so I'm just a couple days away from bleeding. This is complete, and that just feels so good. So thank you for dropping in, and thank you for being here in this space. Ooh, I'm getting all like ooey gooey. I'm gonna sweet roll. I gotta go.